Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Winnick here, back again with a brand new video today. We're doing another G Fuel review today. Now, if you guys saw my last G Fuel review, which came out last month, I believe, I did the review for the Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse flavor that came out. Actually, let me grab it. Glitch Mix, that's what the name of this flavor is called. The Glitch Mix Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse collab. And I'm already out of it, but I love this flavor a lot. It's a really, really good flavor. Honestly, I like it a lot more than I did when I first had it. I think it's really delicious. And there's like versions of this flavor that come in like the boxes or whatever, but I never got any boxes. However, for today's review, I do have a box version of Future Sense, which is a different flavor but still part of the G Fuel Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse collaboration. And I forget what the actual like flavor for Future Sense is. I guess I'll see it in a minute when I open up the box. But this is the first time I've ever gotten a box from G Fuel. And the reason I got a box this time is because G Fuel had an awesome sale going on last week where it was like a buy one get one free across like multiple stuff. So it was like you get a box and a tub or something like that. And so I got the box, and then I also have another tub which I'm going to do a review for later this week. But yeah, the Future Sense Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse flavor, I'm not entirely sure what to expect from it. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a good flavor. This one was delicious. I like this one a lot more than when I first had it. And so I'm hoping that this one will be just as good, if not better. And I think that, like, before we actually go into the review, I think that the artwork that they've done for these Spider-Man collaborations is amazing. Like, look at that. That's Miguel O'Hara right there. It's the same on both sides, I know, but, man, it's such a cool box. Actually, right here, you got the Spider logo, and then over here, you got, like, the city wrapping around, so... Actually, it's not the same on both sides. Like, Miguel's the same on both sides, but the actual city is different. How cool is that? I'm keeping this box, man. I think it's a really cool box. Sadly, it does have a little tear on it from shipping, but it's okay. It's still good enough, and no one's going to notice this sitting on top of a shelf. But, man, like, this is such a cool box, and, like, it's tall, and there's no see-through stuff, which is interesting because every other box is shorter and has see-through stuff, or at least it looks that way. I've never had them, actually, but this one's tall, and the reason I know this is because I know that there's, like, a really tall shaker in here, which is cool. There's the tub, and there might be something else. I don't entirely know, but if the box is big, there might be something else in it. I could be wrong about that, but with all that out the way, I'm going to open up this box and see what all we got inside of it. I'm really excited to see what's inside of here. Okay, there's no tape on the box, so it looks like I can just open it up. But there are little, like, flaps to kind of hold it down. I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to mess this box up. Okay, so we got... Okay, there's nothing else, but we got some cool stuff. We got a really big, nice bubble wrap. A really tall, this is actually taller than I thought it was going to be. A really tall G Fuel shaker. And it was actually nice to have because I only have one other G Fuel shaker, which is the one I'm going to use for this review. But, ooh, this is super nice. Okay, so we got, oh, they had a cool design too. So if you guys can see it, I'll try and, hopefully you guys see it. So we got the G Fuel logo there, but if you look really closely on the letters, it looks like little paint marks, but it's not paint marks. It's like little glitches, like from the Spider-Verse movie. And on the other side, we got... Oh, it's so sick. We got Miguel O'Hara right there. Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099, I think it is. And it's also got the Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse exclusively in theaters. This is a cool cup. And I'm not going to use this for this review. Because, well, for one, I would have to wash it. But for two, I have cold water sitting right here. I might do this for the next review, though, because this is a sick cup, and this goes this goes all the way up to 700 milliliters, I believe this is. It's like 12 ounce. This is 12 ounce. It goes up to 500 milliliters. This is 700 milliliters. It goes to 25 ounces. So it's also a little bit skinnier too. That's a really interesting comparison. But this is a really cool shaker. And it's nice to have a spare because like this is a great shaker, but I always have to wash it before using a different one. Now I can actually like go back and forth. I'll still have to wash it, but you know, awesome shaker. I think I'll use this for the next review because this is really awesome. And then, okay, so here we go. So here we got the actual G Fuel. And so for Future Sense, the flavor is Red Sour Fruit Punch. That's interesting because there was a Fruit Punch G Fuel flavor that was really good. I really enjoyed that. And Red Sour, so I'm not sure if that's going to be like Sour Cherry almost, or if it's just going to be a Sour Fruit Punch. I don't know, but I think this is bound to taste really good. I'm going to show you just like with the Future Sense. The artwork on this is incredible. You got Miguel right there. You got the little Spider 2099 logo right there. And on the Focus, Energy, Endurance, and Reaction, you also got little spider guys there. Man, like the artwork for the Spider-Verse collaboration is freaking cool. It's so awesome. It's like, I can't throw these tubs away. It's like, they're just too nice, you know? So, Man, the artistry is incredible on this. I can't wait to see what this flavor tastes like. So I'll put this box on the ground. But don't you worry, I'm not throwing that box away. I'm keeping that box. That box is super nice. I apologize if the angle looks a little bit weird. I forgot to go get a butter knife to go crack the seal with, and so I decided to pause the camera for a little bit, or at least stop recording for a little bit, but got the butter knife to crack the seal with, so we're going to crack the seal and see what this flavor's like. Alright, so it's cracked real smoothly. So, oh, some powder flying out. Alright, so we're going to smell this and see what it smells like. I don't think I've ever had a G Fuel flavor that smelled that way before. I'm getting some fruit vibes, like fruit punch or whatever, but it kind of, it smells a little bit like how lemonade smelled back when that came out in 2016. It's like a mix between the two of them, so this might have a little bit of like a nade shot lemonade flavor to it. That could be really delicious if it's fruit punch and lemonade, I don't know, but red sour fruit punch, I'm looking forward to see what this tastes like, so I guess we'll just put it into the shaker and see how it tastes. The one huge pain about getting a new tub is having to get the scoop at the bottom. It's like really buried in there. Like, I'm gonna be very careful. Look how much powder that is. Okay, I gotta be super careful. And look how much powder's on my finger. It's like getting all over my desk. Holy crap! Well, now that like the powder's getting everywhere, I can really smell the fruit. It's a really thick powder too. That's the other thing. The powder is so thick. It's so thick that I actually have to like tap the scoop in order to get the powder out. It's like not even halfway out yet. Okay, there we go. Gotta get it off my fingers because there's so much of it. Okay, I think that's about a serving. It's like so thick that it's like flour almost. It's like, imagine if flour had just like one tiny little less layer of thickness. That's what this is. It's pretty thick. Okay, so I'm seeing like the powder mix up with the water. It looks almost exactly how it would look when you would mix Future Sense with it. So, or Glitch. No, Glitch Mix. I apologize. So when you mix Future Sense, that look it's given, that pink look, this is exactly how this looked whenever I would put Glitch Mix into the water. So Future Sense is doing the same thing. Close this so no powder gets anywhere. So I don't think it's going to taste all that similar because the Glitch Mix was guava, coconut, and strawberry. This is red sour fruit punch. But what fruits? That's the question. So I guess we'll see. It's got like the same color that the other one had, so that'll be interesting, but it didn't smell the same, so I'm not expecting it to taste really similar. But it should taste interesting. Alright, I think it's all nice and shaken up now. So now that I have it shaken up, it looks a lot like how Glitch Mix looks. But Glitch, because it's like a little bit like red-pink, however, I feel like Glitch Mix had like just a teensy bit more, like, I don't even know how to describe it, a little bit more of a red thing to it. This one is like slightly more pinkish, but not by a huge margin, just by a small margin, so that's interesting. Okay, now that I'm smelling it, well, it's definitely got a lot more of a fruit punch smell to it than Glitch Mix does, so... And you can smell a little bit of the sourness in it, too. It's like getting in my nose, wow. So, the fumes are interesting, so let's see what this thing tastes like. The sourness kicks in, wow. That's actually really interesting. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit more. Alright. So, first thoughts on the taste. So, I definitely get that fruit punch sense that the original fruit punch flavor had. That's just like a normal fruit punch. But it's got like a slight kick of sourness to it, but it's not overwhelmingly sour. So it's not like, if you're sensitive to sourness, I don't think there's gonna be too much for you. It's like a mild sour. It's not like so sour that you can't take it. So it's kind of like I said. It's almost like lemonade and fruit punch together, kind of, just without the lemon flavor to it. But yeah, it's like fruit punch, just a teeny bit of sourness to it, and it's like pretty nice actually. I think I'm gonna really enjoy drinking this tub. This is also like a perfect summer flavor, I feel like, because it's refreshing while also having just that teensy bit of sourness that you like from lemonade or something. So, and it's not super artificial tasting or sugary tasting either. It's just, that's just good. I don't know if I necessarily like it more than Glitch Mix, because Glitch Mix was just a really smooth flavor, but this might be on the same level, I feel like, because they're two different flavors, but they have a very just high quality taste to it. So I don't remember what rating I gave to Glitch Mix, but I probably give it a high rating now. I think for Future Sense, I think I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really good tasting flavor, actually. It's got some really nice fruitiness to it, and the sourness is not overbearing, and it's just really smooth. And it's one that I feel like it's just a really just pleasant flavor, in my opinion. So what are my thoughts on Future Sense? As I said, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because I think it's a really good flavor. I think if you really like Fruit Punch, like the original Fruit Punch flavor, you're going to love this. And if you like some sour G Fuel flavors, this one may not necessarily be your favorite because there's like other sour flavors that you might like a little bit better. However, I think you should still give this a try though, because it's a nice blend of sweet and sour. And I think that if you're sensitive to sourness, and you're kind of like weary about it, I think you'll like this one because the sourness is not overwhelming. It's just a little bit there. And I think it's just a really smooth, nice flavor. So I definitely recommend getting Future Sense if you have not. I think it's a really delicious flavor. So those are my thoughts on the Future Sense G Fuel flavor. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I am going to have a review for another G Fuel flavor coming out in a few days, so be on the lookout for that. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to promote my socials, so go follow me on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The link to that will be in the description. I've been posting a lot of content over there. And thank you guys for all the support I've been getting recently on my new stuff, and I got a lot of stuff coming out really soon, so be on the lookout for all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much as always for watching, and yeah, that's been it. Peace!